Today, we will show you how to knit a basic scarf. We will use 2 skeins of Andean spirit in charcoal and lavender. I have made a ball of one of them already, so we are ready to knit. We are using an 8mm circular needle with a 45 cm cable length. And starting with the cast on. The easiest way to cast on, we will take a thread and put a small tail to the left. You cross the yarn, pull it from the middle to make a loop. We put the needle in between the loop and pull gently so it sits nice and snug on your needle, and that is your first stitch. We will hold the needle with the right hand and the working yarn with the index finger of the left hand like this. You make the yarn create a small loop and pass the needle through it and pull. Make the loop, pass the needle, pull the yarn. Make the loop, pass the needle, pull the yarn. Make the loop, pass the needle, pull the yarn. We repeat this until we have 55 stitches. It will look like this. We always use the right hand to knit. We are ready to start. With the working yarn coming from the back of the right needle, use the tip of the needle to stab the first stitch. Wrap it, and pull the loop towards me. Let the original stitch fall off the needle. Stab it, strangle it, throw it off the cliff. Stab it, strangle it, throw it off the cliff. Stab it, strangle it, throw it off the cliff. This is how it looks after a couple of hours knitting garter stitch. We will get to the point where we need to add another ball of yarn. It is really easy. We just knit with both yarns for a few stitches. We take to the left a small tail of the new ball of yarn and attach it to the knitting yarn. It will feel a bit bulkier for a couple of stitches. Later, you can cut the tail left. The total scarf might take 3 to 4 hours of knitting. Now you have a beautiful garter stitch scarf. At this point, we are almost done with the second skein. And to bind off, we need twice the width of the scarf to close. We knit the first 2 stitches. We lift the first stitch over the second and over the top of the needle. We knit 2 stitches. We lift the first stitch over the second and over the top of the needle. We knit 2 stitches. We lift the first stitch over the second and over the top of the needle. You are left with 1 stitch. We go again. We knit 1 stitch. We have 2 stitches again. We lift that second one up and over. You will have a nice, neat edge forming. And that's it. You are ready now to enjoy your scarf.